Very good morning, students. Just today I am going to explain about the types of chemical reactions. This is the first chapter of class 10th. Before this I had explained most of the things. Now the types of chemical reactions. We have studied chemical reaction, chemical equations and balancing of chemical equations. Now types of chemical reactions. So first see here, just I am giving you the list. First one, that is combination reaction. Combination reaction. First. Second is your decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction. Third, that is displacement reaction. Displacement reaction. And fourth, that is double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction. Next, that is redox reaction. Redox reaction. Under it, two reaction comes, that is oxidation reaction, and other is reduction reactions. So we will study about these different types of chemical reactions. So first of all, we see here combination reactions. Combination, it means joining of the reactants. Reactants joins and forms a new product. It means the reactions in which the reactants, two or more reactants combine chemically and form a product. It means, as for example, see here, suppose when carbon it is burnt in oxygen, then it will give carbon dioxide, CO2. Is it clear? Suppose N2 plus H2, then it will form ammonia, NH3. Suppose next is here, suppose calcium oxide, it is dissolved in water, forms calcium hydroxides. So all these reactions, there are numerous reactions, or all these reactions, what you observe? We observe that this side is the reactant and this side is the product. So see here, carbon and oxygen, there are two different reactants. These combines and form a new product, that is carbon dioxide. What happens actually here? Here carbon combines with oxygen, chemically combines, and it forms a product as same as nitrogen and hydrogen, that will combine and form a product, that is ammonia. Similarly here, calcium oxide and H2O, there are two different chemical reactants, chemical substances. They combine and forms calcium hydroxide, that is a new substance. So see here what happens actually in this case. See here, carbon, it is burnt in oxygen. When we give some small amount of heat to initiate the reaction, so carbon and oxygen bonds, after burning it will produce carbon dioxide. Along with this, it will release heat. Heat is released in it. So this is actually a chemical combination reaction, but it also releases energy. Heat is evolved, energy is evolved. In this case, it also releases the energy, that is 92.4 kilojoule per mole. What does it mean? It means energy is also released in it. In this case, this calcium oxide, that is quicklime, when it is mixed in water, then it will produce a new product, calcium hydroxide, and that water will boil, and it means energy is produced, that energy is released in it. So what happens? In all these cases, heat is evolved, so such reactions in which energy is evolved, such reactions in which energy is evolved, also called exothermic reactions. So under this you have studied two types of reactions. One, that is combination reaction. In combination reaction, if energy is evolved, that reaction is also called exothermic reaction. So we have completed combination. Now come to the decomposition. Just opposite of combination. It is just opposite of combination. Now decomposition reaction. Decompose means split. It means a chemical substance, that splits into two or more simpler substances. Two or more simpler substances. As for example, suppose this is actually calcium carbonate. This is limestone, and if you supply the heat is supplied in it, then what will happen? This will split, this will crack, and it will give two products, that is calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So one of the substances that decomposes into two new substances. So this is called decomposition reactions. Similarly, suppose silver bromide. If in presence of light, if light is given, this silver bromide, this is used in photographic plate. So when light is exposed, bombarded on silver bromide, it will decompose into silver and it will release bromine. So what happens? This substance splits into two other simpler substances. So these are called decomposition reaction. As same as, suppose NH3, if you supply heat, then it will decompose N2 and H2. As same as H2O, if we supply electric current, then it will decompose to give H2 and half volume of oxygen. So all these reactions, what happens? The substance that will decompose and will give two or more other new substances. So such reactions comes under decomposition reactions. Next, that is displacement reactions. Displacement reactions. Displace means, suppose one person is sitting there along with the others, and a new person came and he just dashed him out and take its place. Suppose decomposition zinc and plus H2SO4. This dilute acid. Then what happens? What type of reaction is it? Zinc that is more reactive, it displaces hydrogen. It means zinc is more reactive than hydrogen, so it will just displace, it will remove hydrogen and will take its place. Then zinc will reach along with sulfate, then form zinc sulfate and it will release H2. So what happens here? In this case, the element which is more reactive that displaces the less reactive element from the compound and take its place. Such reactions is called displacement reaction. So you can define reactions in which the more reactive element displace less reactive element from its compound and take its place. Such reaction is called displacement reaction. XMH, suppose zinc and plus copper sulfate. Under reactivity series, what we observe that the zinc is, this is more reactive and copper, this is less reactive. So what happens? Zinc that displaces copper from its place and zinc occupies the place of copper and copper is removed. So it will form zinc sulfate and copper that is removed from its place. So see here, this zinc is displaced here because it is more powerful, it is more reactivity and copper, because zinc lies just in the above of the reactivity series in comparison to copper. So zinc is more reactive than copper, thus zinc can displace copper easily and will form the product. But suppose we have given copper and zinc sulfate, then what will happen? Will this do the reactions or not? Will it do displacement reaction or not? No, because this copper, this is less power, less reactive, and zinc is more reactive, so this copper does not displace zinc. So copper does not displace zinc. It means what happens? No reaction, no displacement reaction takes place under it. So this reaction is based on the reactivity series. And in this case, if there is the more reactive element, that element can displace the less reactive element from the compound. Is it clear? So see here, now we will go to the next, double displacement reaction. Double displacement reactions. Double displacement, it means one displaced the others. Suppose in a game, suppose a player become injured, then that player comes out and a new player takes its place. So it means this is actually double displacement. Double displacement, as for example, suppose AgNO3 silver nitrate solutions, and we have got potassium iodide solution, aqueous solution. Then what will happen? See here, this silver is here and potassium is here, both have the same charges, both are shows metallic natures. So these two ions, cations and cations, they exchange its place. Silver takes the place of potassium and potassium takes the place of silver. So both of them exchanges their place, both of them displaces each other. So it will form, potassium will reach here, silver will reach potassium, then it will form silver iodide and plus potassium nitrate. Silver iodide, this is the white PPT is formed. White PPT is formed. So what happens? Precipitate means any just massive substance that settled down in the test tube. That is the precipitate. That is happier. That is insoluble part which is present in the solution. So this is the double displacement reactions. So double displacement reactions, it can be defined, if you see here definition, it can be defined the reactions in which the ions are exchanged. Simply you can say here reactions in which ions are exchanged or elements are exchanged. But what element is here? Similar ions will exchange their places. So such reactions are called displacement, double displacement reactions. So see here, in this case, this is the precipitate is formed. So under it, two types of reactions will occur in it. That is precipitation reaction. Under it, there would be the neutralization reactions. Neutralization reaction. Both will come here. Suppose, see here, suppose sodium hydroxide and plus HCl we have taken. This is actually alkali and this is acid. Acid and base. Base to do the reactions. Then sodium is here, hydrogen is here. It is more reactive. It displaces hydrogen. So hydrogen will take the place of sodium. Then it will form sodium chloride and water. So the NaOH acid, HCl is acid, NaOH is base. So acid, base neutralize each other and form salt and water. So under it neutralization reactions also takes place. Is it clear? So under this I have given you the 4 types of reactions. I will explain later on redox reactions, then rancidity, and one is left here, that is corrosion. This redox reaction, rancidity and corrosion, these will be given in the next video. Okay, you will watch, share. If you feel better, then share it show, subscribe it show. Thank you and have a nice day.